In this video, we will be discussing about purchase return book. Yesterday, that is on the previous video, we have discussed purchase book, wherein as we know that in purchase book, all the credit purchases of goods are recorded. All the credit purchases of goods are recorded, and goods here refer to those things in which the business deal. Those things in which the business is dealing, purchase of those goods on credit is recorded in the purchases book, and the cash purchases of goods are recorded in the cash book. Now, purchase return book is a book wherein the goods which have been purchased due to its defective nature, or maybe the goods which we have received is not according to our order, all those goods which are not according to our order or these are defective are returned, and the goods which are returned is known as purchase return, and these things are recorded in the purchase return book. So purchase return book is a book wherein the goods which are purchased are returned are recorded. So first of all, the purchase return book, the format, let us see. Although the format of purchase book as well as the purchase return book is same, only a bit difference is there. Let us see. Purchase return book. Book is also known as journal also. You can write journal also. Purchase return journal also, or purchase return book. Now the first column is the date column. Second, folio, and this is the amount. First column is date. Next is just like purchase book. The next column is of the voucher number. But in case of purchase return book, it is debit note number. Debit note number. Here, the name of the supplier. The person who has supplied the good, his name is written, or also you can write account to be debited. In case of purchase book, we write here account to be credited, but in case of purchase return book, we write account to be debited. The next column is of ledger folio LF, and then amount in rupees. This is the format of a purchase return book. Let us see how this is written. Yes, before going to how to write the journal entries, let us see. First is the date column, the date on which the goods are written, that will be written. Next is debit note number. Why this debit note is prepared? First of all, let us see. Let us assume that this is the book of Mr. A. This is the book of Mr. A. In the books of A, things are to be recorded. Let us assume Mr. A purchased goods of rupees 10,000 from Mr. B. Mr. A purchased goods of rupees 10,000 from B. But this, as we know, nothing is mentioned regarding this credit purchase or cash purchase. But when nothing is mentioned regarding credit purchase or cash purchase, the name of the party is also given in the party from whom the goods have been purchased. So in this case, it is always assumed that this is a credit purchase. Now let us assume that out of the goods purchased, goods worth rupees 500 was defective and returned. Suppose 10,000 worth of goods were purchased from me, and now out of the goods which were purchased, 500 worth of goods was returned. Now here see, whenever goods are purchased, you see the journal entry is what? For purchase, and journal entry will be purchases account debit to B. purchase whenever goods are purchased. So this was the actual journal entry for purchase of goods. This will be recorded in the purchases book. Now when the goods are returned, then the entry will be B's account will be debited to purchase return account. Now when the goods are returned, the general entry will be B's account debit to purchase return account. Here see, the purchase return will be credited and B's account will be debited. Earlier, now as we know, B is the name of a person. So you can say this is a personal account. B is the name of a person or the party from whom the goods are purchased. So this is a person. And rule for personal account, as we know, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Earlier B has given us goods. So B was the giver. So debit the receiver, credit the giver. He has sold the goods, means he has given the goods. So at the time of purchase, he was credited. Now debit the receiver, credit the giver. When I am receiving, the business is returning the goods. So B will be receiving the goods, debit the receiver. So B's account will be debited. And when this purchase return is done, the person, Mr. A is returning the goods. Mr. A is returning the goods. So this entry will be passed in the books of Mr. A. That is, Mr. B's account will be debited. And purchase return will be credited because the goods which were purchased is now being returned. Purchase return account credited. So when Mr. A is returning the good, he will be passing journal entry B's account debit to purchase return account. So when B's account will be debited, that is why debit note number will be prepared. That is, Mr. A will inform to B that B's account means your account is being debited. And for this, a debit note will be prepared by A and it will be sent to B. Means B will debit note means who will be debiting? That is why here also name of the party to be account to be debited. B's account will be debited. And a note will also be given to B. Means a note will be sent along with the goods to B that your account has been debited because we are returning the goods. So here the date on which the goods was returned, that will be returned. Debit note, it is a note which is prepared by the, you can say, the purchaser when he returns the goods. And this, when he returns the goods, he debits the supplier's account. So when he debit the supplier account, a note is also sent to him that you will be debited or you are being debited in our books of account because we are returning the goods. So the note number will be written here, the debit note number which will be prepared by Mr. A, it will be written. Now, account to be debited, B's account will be debited. B's account will be debited and amount will be 500. This folio column will be left blank, but this is written when, because the balance of this will be transferred periodic total of the purchase return book. Periodic table means after a certain period of time, say weekly, fortnightly or monthly, the total of the purchase return book is transferred. It is transferred to purchase return account. Purchase return account. The periodic total after a certain period of time, total of purchase book is transferred to an account which is known as purchase return account. And now you see the purchase return account is credited. So here we also write credit. The account of purchase return, that is the purchase return account will be credited. So we will write in here that purchase return, the balance of this purchase return book will be transferred to purchase return account and it will be transferred on the credit side of purchase return account. So this is the full that is purchase return book, preparation of purchase return book, that is when goods are returned after if it is found defective or if the goods are not as per our expectation, then the goods will be returned and purchase return account will be debited, will be credited and total of this purchase book will be transferred to that account after a certain time. These are done. Now let us see the next thing, that is purchase book. We have learned, you can say we have studied in the previous video. This is the purchase return book. Now let us come to the sales book also. Just like purchase book, the format of sales book is almost similar. Now, this is sales book. Now, see the format of the sales book. First column, that is date. Second column, voucher number. Next, name of the seller. You can say not actually sales book, we will be recording name of the buyer actually, because we are the seller. Or you can also write account to be debited. Next is ledger folio, and last is amount and rupees. This is the format of a sales book. As you know, just like purchase book, in case of sales book, the format is almost similar. Date and voucher number will be there. Name of the, in case of purchase book, we write the name of the supplier. In case of sales book, we write name of the buyer or account to be debited. Then folio column and amount column. As you know, in case of purchase book, the buying of those goods in which the business is dealing, and that too only the credit purchases are recorded. Similarly, in case of sales book also, all those goods which are, you can say, the sales of those goods in which the business is dealing. Means sales refer to, means providing those goods or services in which the business is dealing, and that too only credit sales are recorded in the sales book, and cash sale will be recorded in the cash book. Only credit sales are recorded in sales book, and cash sale is recorded directly in the cash book. And similarly, just like purchase book, the balance of sales book will also be transferred to sales account after a certain period of time. Regularly it is transferred, and let us see how this is done. Important thing is to be noted is that only credit sales and that to sales of those goods in which the business is dealing, that is only recorded. Now let us solve this question. One question we will be writing, a very small question. Let us see. Let Mr. A sold goods to Mr. B of rupees 10,000, say. Then sold which had become obsolete for 15,000 Mr. C. Then this credit sales to Mr. B. Let us see, this is the question. Mr. A, that is, we have to prepare in the books of Mr. A. Sales book, or suppose we are preparing the sales book in the books of Mr. A. This is the question. Let us see. Mr. A sold goods to Mr. B for rupees 10,000, and now Mr. A also sold goods. Instead of Mr. A sold a machine only, right? Sold a machine which had become obsolete for rupees 15,000 on credit to Mr. C. And third is cash sale to Mr. A, rupees 5,000, and credit sales to Mr. B, 15,000. Now this is the question, and this entry, the recording of this will be done in the sales book. So important thing is that only relevant things which are related with the sales book will only be recorded in the sales book. Other things will not be recorded in the sales book. The first important thing is Mr. A sold goods to Mr. B for ₹10,000. That is, as we know, the credit or cash sales is not mentioned, but the name of the party to whom the sales is made is mentioned here. So it will be considered as credit sale, and accordingly it will be recorded in the sales book. So first of all, Mr. A is selling goods to B. The account to be debited means B's account will be debited. Here we will be writing B's account. The sales is of ₹10,000. Voucher number is not mentioned, date is not mentioned, and voucher is there. Generally voucher number, if sales are being made, credit sales especially, then there will be date and voucher number will be there on the which date this sales, although it is not mentioned, so we are leaving it as blank. Now Mr. A sold a machine which had become obsolete for ₹15,000 on credit to Mr. C. Although this is a credit sales, this is a credit sale. On credit the goods, the machine has been sold, but since this is a machine, means the goods which are related, means the business in which the business deals, the firm in which the business is dealing, sale of only those things are considered as goods, and rest of the things are not recorded in the sales book. In the sales book, only those sales of only those things are recorded in which the business deals. But since this was a machine which has become obsolete and it is sold, although it is sold on credit, it will not be recorded in the sales book. So this will not be recorded. It is not a sales. It will not be considered a sales of good. So it will not be recorded. Now the next is cash sale of to Mr. A, ₹5,000. As we know, cash sale is not recorded in the sales book. It will be recorded directly in the cash book, and this credit sale will be recorded to Mr. D. Mr. D, 15,000 worth of sales. If nothing is mentioned, here simply sales is mentioned. So we will be assuming this. Whenever sales is considered, then sales is related with the sale of those goods in which the business is dealing. But since here it is clearly mentioned that Mr. A has sold a machine, so it means that this is not a goods in which the business is dealing. But here only it is mentioned that credit sales is there to Mr. D. It means that this sales is related with the goods in which the business is dealing. So this will be recorded, and here Mr. D's account will be written. D's account. 15,000. Now total again will be calculated, total of this, and total of sales book is transferred to sales account. So at a particular period of time, and sales account will be, you can say parties account are whenever sales is made. Now see what happens when credit sales is done. Suppose Mr. credit sales to Mr. D. Here the entry will be D's account debit to sales account. This is the actually entry. So when sales are made, sales account is credited. That is why when the total of the sales book is transferred to sales account after a particular period, because sales accounts are credited when sales are made. So total of this is related with sales. The total of sales book will be transferred to the credit of sales account also. So we will be writing here to sales account, and here writing in the bracket credit. This is transferred periodically, generally monthly, or it can be weekly also. So sales account will be credited with the total of the sales book after a periodic interval, after a period, certain period of time, every we can say week or every month. Now let us also see the sales return book as well. Let us see the only difference is, in case of sales return book, the difference will be with regard to this again. Instead of this voucher number, here when you are preparing sales return book, voucher number, here credit note will be written, credit note number. Why this is done also, that also we will discuss now. And here the name of the when sales return is done, so whoever has returned the goods, means the name of the buyer will be here, and account to be credited. account to be credited. This is written. Now let us see how this is done. This is the only difference, that in case of sales return book, credit note instead of voucher number, credit note number will be there. Instead of account to be debited, it will be account to be credited. Why? Let us see. Suppose in the previous example, just we have discussed that Mr. A sold to B goods worth rupees 10,000. Out of these goods, suppose 4,000 worth of goods were defective. 4,000 worth of goods were defective and returned. Defective and returned. Out of these 10,000 worth of goods, 4,000 worth of goods were defective and returned. Now, when A has sold the goods to B, and if the goods are being returned, so this will be a sales return for us. When sales is done, it is credited. For example, when sales was made, actually, what was the entry at the time of sales? B's account debit to sales. When goods are sold, the entry is what? When the good was sold to B, then the entry was B's account debit. B's account debit to sales. This was the entry. If the goods are returned, then there will be a reverse entry. Instead of sales, there will be sales return now. Sales return will be debited. Sales return account debit, and B's account will be credited. What rupees? Since 4,000 worth of goods are being returned, 4,000 will be sales return. Now here the account of B is being credited. That is why it is written account to be credited. Now, when B will return the goods, when a person is returning the goods, suppose if the goods are returned, then what happens? When the person has returned the goods, means when A receives the good back. First this was a sale from A to B, it was 10,000. Now out of this 4,000 worth of goods we are getting back. First A has sold goods to B, now from B to A, 4,000 worth of goods are coming. It is coming. So now when the goods are returned, the entry is this. The B's account will be what? B's account will be credited. That is why account to be credited is written. And when A receives the good, he will again issue a credit note. When B receives the goods, he will pass a general entry, sales account debit to B, and since B will be credited, so A will prepare a credit note that your account has been credited. Means A will issue a credit note to B that I have credited your account with rupees so much because you have returned the goods. So entry here, account to be credited, whose account will be credited? B's account. 4,000 will be credited. And here credit note number, when A pass the journal entry, record the entry in the journal, he will issue a credit note to A that your account has been credited. Again, total of this will be transferred to where? Total of this will be transferred to sales return account. Sales return account, and sales return account is what? It is debited. So it will be written in like a debit. Sales return account debit 4,000. After a certain period of time, generally weekly or monthly, the account sales return, the balance of sales return book will be transferred to sales return account, and sales return account will be debited with the amount of the whatever amount is appearing in the sales return book. That is about purchase return book, sales book, and again sales return book. Next, in the next video, we will be discussing some more subsidiary books, or you can say the day book, which are left now.